Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians and we are the Magi. And today I want to talk to my Magi. I want to thank you for being champions of Asha. You know, there's a difference from a Zoroastrian and a Magi. Zarathustra said to become a Magi, to partner with him in the Magi that were, are, and shall be, only one thing you had to do for that, and that was to share his message. And he said if the whole world would take in this message, this original word of the all-good spirit, and would take that spirit into him, that we would change the world, which he called Frascio Careti. It's when Asha was actualized on the earth, heaven on earth, the perfect creator's perfect idea, the actual real world. Everything else you see is just lie and illusion made from wrong ideas, bad ideas, ideas of separation, hate, anger, war, just bad ideas, bad energy makes a bad world. And he was showing us if we would just all hold that highest principle, that Asha, that spirit of truth, when a son of light. Now, this is for men and women. It's a station, Son of Light, and you could even think of it as S-U-N of light. When a Son of Light and Asha, the Spirit of Truth, the two become one. That's when the miracles and the Magi magic happens. But can I show you something? It's not a miracle. It's not what you would think of as magic. It's an actual formula. Remember yesterday we talked about formulas? It's like a mathematical formula. And when you do certain things, there's cosmic law, right? If you're holding mixed energy, you will create a mixed world. If you'll be brave enough to hold pure light, strong enough to hold pure light. You know, we talked about that again yesterday. So many people come to the channel and they may be healed by the message of Asha, but they just go on with their life. It's just a part of their story. But then there's some. Matter of fact, I'm thinking of that story. Remember with Jesus and the lepers? Didn't he heal like 10 lepers? And one came back and said, "Thank you." You know, that's a Magi. Anyone can be a Zoroastrian, even an Ashavan, a knower of the truth. But a Magi, it's a calling, right? A Magus is the singular of the plural Magi. It's a priestly caste where you feel called now because of what Asha did for you to share it with others. And that's what I felt, because I was so tortured in my mind with OCD and really a post-traumatic stress from the religion I was raised up in. And when I was set free from that and could see the beauty of the world and Asha and life, I felt obligated to share it. And then something really powerful happened. I saw it starting to change other people's life. And I mean, I get your guys' testimonies now almost every day on a regular basis of what this has meant to you. And do you know what? That makes me feel good. It gives me purpose, right? Don't we all want to feel like we're making a difference in the world, that we're special? And that's how sharing Asha makes me feel, that lives are actually being changed, not just dealing with the symptoms, not medicating it, not, hey, come back next week, we'll try to get it again. People are actually being healed. Beautiful stories that we've shared over these years. And so that's what Zarathustra was talking about. To be a Magi, it changes you, and then you help change others, to bring in Frascio Careti, right? You share the message of Asha, of Zoroaster, of pure light. And, it's not easy. A lot of you guys have felt this, right? We're the only ones. Everyone else, every other religion, their God loves and hate, peace and war, dark and light. And they tell you that's just how it is, right? Because they're looking with their eyes at what the world is, right? But we fast from visualization of the world, and we go inside to that divine spark, and we envision a better world, a better story, a real world my friends. And then when we open our eyes, we see it. It's cosmic law. It's so beautiful. So yesterday, we were memorizing Asha 13. And I can tell not a lot of people made it to the end of that video, or you just decided not to, which is fine. But I think Timmy was the only one that said, I will memorize Asha 13. And that's a little sad that my longtime followers didn't make it to the end of the video. Maybe I wasn't entertaining enough, or that only one person out of all these years thought, hey, Megas, I think it's worth memorizing Asha 13. And I hope more of you will come in and say, Megas, I will too. Sorry, Megas, I missed that video or whatever. But this is everything to the Magi. Good is good, bad is bad. Now, can I talk about, yesterday I did the magic formula of the Magi. Nobody got it. There was no comments. I was trying to be funny. I think I failed. I don't think anyone got what I was doing. I was trying to be maybe sarcastic, but the message was very real. If you'll always use this formula, it has real results. Again, and then you're not trying to conjure up a miracle or begging a deity. It's just a tool that we use. If we think and hold the frequency of good, we'll create it. If we're holding pure love, right, the hate, the fear, the greed, it can't even come in our atmosphere. When we're holding that pure light, the darkness literally flees before us. And I've shared the stories with you. Many of you have your own stories of this is true. It's not something we do, it's what we are, and it just has an effect. And so this formula, good is good, bad is bad, has become a tool that we use with our superpower, our minds. So I want to keep going over Asha 13. So it becomes a part of you. And again, if you don't have this book, screenshot that and memorize this. This will completely change your life. Good is good, bad is bad. The original word of the good religion, what is the original word of the good religion? It's Asha. It's pure truth. It's the real. It's the love without the hate. It's the light without the darkness. It's the peace without the war and the distress and the dis-ease. It's just good. It's the spirit of good. It's the only thing that could come from good spirit's mind is good. That's the original frequency that he put the world together. And now man has a choice to hold different frequencies or not to hold the highest truth and create whatever world they want. But we'll find, where we like to live? In that Zoroaster pure light. The original word is all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from him. That sets us apart from every other religion. Every other religion, it's either the dark goddesses and gods and devils and demons. It's just bad, evil, hate, war, kill, vengeance, violence. Or their gods go back and forth on that continuum from light to dark, right? He'll be in the light and good and loving unless you mess up. Then he slides down and kill men, women, and children. Stone your children, stone the woman caught in adultery. Just horrible things, horrible stories that aren't good. And so we're again. And let me touch on this. I'll get back to it. But I can feel my young followers struggling with this right now. They think it'd be easier just to go back to, hey, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's light, sometimes it's dark. They think it's easier until you get older and you see your loved ones suffering from that darkness and that dis-ease. Pretty soon you'll get I had enough of this. And you'll get back in the light because it's an injustice to us to suffer pain and suffering and loss. It's not in us to be a victim. We're meant to be victors. So my young bucks, please hear me. Don't give up. I know it's not easy. But what's harder is being the false god's bitches. You won't like it. You got to buck up. You got to be tough. You got to be strong. And I come every day and I try to be strong for you. If you can't do it, at least allow me to do it on the days that you can't do it. And just keep going. Like I say, if you fall down, fall forward. Don't ever stop. The original word, all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from him. From this original word is the spiritual world made straight, and the material world comes into order. Your very essence and being starts to vibrate truth. And when you do that, you create truth. If you're vibrating anything less than truth, that's what you're creating. It's that simple. It's not what you want, what you beg for, what you try to deal for. What you are is what you're going to create at a heart level. The original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. And this false idea is all the evil creatures suffer. You know, in our holy text, it talks about the devil could not attack man. What we call the evil spirit, our sickness and disease, our war, our whatever, depression, whatever you want to call the devil or evil spirits or low frequencies, could not attack man because it says we were too holy, right? Darkness can't come into light when you're that pure love. But it said the demon whore of false religion bound herself with man, right? Had intercourse. Man knew false religion. What is false religion? To know good and evil, love and hate, peace and war. Those mixed monster gods that you see in the world religions, that they think is the highest principle of God, that obviously isn't, but they're brainwashed, they're blind, they're in fear. They've taken that spirit, that whore into them, and it soiled them. So now they're in resonance for those things. If you'll just get back into the light, if you'll just, again, know only good, know only the light, be that light, the darkness will flee from you right now. It's not even about time, right? And things like that, it's not even time. It's right now. Be what you are. It makes me think, okay, what was that, Asha 9? Go to Asha 9. We'll end with that. Last paragraph says, I turn away if I sense bad energy. I turn away and remove myself if others choose bad energy. Now here's what I want you to see. No one, no devil, no demon, no disease, no depression can force their energy on me, for I am light, and in light there is no darkness. This thought I hold is the key, and this wisdom rules both worlds. Will you be strong enough? Will you be an Ashavan? Will you be that pure starlight? Do you want to join the Order of the Magi? Now, for my wonderful friends in the countries like in the Middle East, Iran, Iraq, don't be out sharing the message. You'll get yourself killed. You share with what you are. You be the ones that hold that frequency of love and light. You can keep your mouth shut and just shine bright. Be loving and kind. Now, us in the countries where we can share it verbally, we have a responsibility for our brothers and sisters in those other countries to do that. You need to be every day sharing Asha, if it means anything to you, with as many as you can. At least sharing these videos, at least sharing your own testimony of the highest principle of God good. And if people take that spirit in, and it'll change them energetically, and will change the world. And Frasho Kareti, that was the prophecy of Zoroaster. But you got to share it with either what you are, for those in the countries that can't share verbally. I don't want anyone getting hurt. That would not help us at all. You just being that light is what we need. But for those of you that are able, go for it, man. You got it in you. Share Asha with what you are and with your mouth, and with hitting the share button on these videos and everything you can do, handing out books. $3.83. It's as cheap as we could go, you know, and you're getting the highest truth, and it's changing lives. I love you, Magi. Proud of you. And don't you ever feel bad for feeling weak. I feel it from some of you guys. I get it. I get it. But we can do this. We were made for this. I know some days you don't feel like a powerful blue dragon, but it's in you. I know sometimes there's a lot of noise banging on our shields, right? Just ignore it. You're fine. You're safe. As long as you stay in that light, that love, and you create that atmosphere. Will you do that with me for a minute? I want you to see that divine spark, that fervoshi, that God good that is in you, it can't be harmed. You know, it reminds me of the first prayer ever written down, right? God and man shall not be divided. You are safe in God, and God is safe in you. But can you take that now from that divine spark that is safe, and can you see that light spread into your body? Just visualize that. See that divine spark that is God. See that light brighten up and just flood your whole body. And see that demons and darkness and lie and sickness and disease and depression can't live in that light. It's got to go right now. Allow those things to go. Don't hold on to them. Don't hold on to hate, anger, unforgiveness. Just let those lower frequencies go. Just let your body be completely full of light. It's up to you to do it. And now will you see that light extend beyond your body, making a shield around you. So you don't even now have to worry about disease coming into your body and fighting it, but it can't even come into your atmosphere. Matter of fact, can you see yourself with that light around you? When you walk into a room, there might have been low frequencies, anger and hate. But when you walk in, you change the atmosphere because your light is stronger than the darkness. Your light is running out. People get quiet. They sense that light, that love. You bring the peace and the joy. You're a Magi. And I love you.